Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video, and happy patch day and cosmic exploration. So today I'm going to explain the stellar missions for botanist and or miner. I still haven't done crafting and or fisher just yet to actually give you guys advice, but I'm going to be doing the ones that I know so far. So the first thing you need to do is go to the stellar missions in the planet tab here. So you have D ranks, C ranks, B ranks, and A rank missions. These ones unlock as you do the lesser ones here. So you get 3 by default, and then they kind of replace themselves when you do them. It's kind of like fates or leaf quests in the open world. Okay? When you do the mech ops as a support, you actually get a bonus or a boost to these missions only when you do a support. If you're the pilot, you don't get these. So these will be replaced every single time you do a mech op, which is the fate which you see on the screen here. Okay, so each of these missions will have objectives that you must do, like gimmicks. Okay, so it's not just gather the items and go on your merry way. So like this one here, you have to gather items with a limited gathering points. And this one here, you usually need to gather 28 items. But there's also a point system for gold and silver rankings. You actually have to get gold in order to unlock the A missions, so you kind of have to work for those as well. Thus, there are achievements for getting all the gold as well. But you do get increased rewards like the lunar and the Cosmo credits here, so that's very important. So as you go up, there will be different objectives that you have to do. This one is gather items as quickly as possible within a time limit. So if you do this within the time limit or above a minute 17 seconds, you get a gold. And if you get under that, you have to get silver, which is at least 42 seconds remaining on the clock. That's the gimmick for that one. This one is gathering points limited. These ones here, gathering as quickly as possible within a minute. This one here, I believe it is collectibles, or the sands. You have to they're a reduct. This one here is a chain bonus objective, which means that the more you gather successfully, the higher the chain goes. You want to use your solid reason and of course wise to the world Eureka moment to get as many of these as possible. This one here as quickly as possible within the time limit. This one here you have to gather as a miner and then craft them as a carpenter. But make sure you turn them in on the job that you want the credits to go to. This one here, gathering unlimited points. This one here, gathers boon, has to be triggered to get the points for this, which is a lot. And then this one, you have to gather item points, and then so on and so forth. So some of these will have, like I said, gimmicks that you must achieve to get these gold certificates. Okay, so each one of these will have their own zone that you'll have to go to, or part of it. So if your zone already has fast travel, you'll take these little rails here to get to the area, and then you'll sprint to get here. Mounts do not work here because that's basically cheating to get gold, so you have to do the perma sprint, which is the stellar sprint is permanent. Once you use regular sprint, it turns into stellar, so make sure this is on your hotbar. Then of course you get stellar return, which is a quick, fast return to the base. So utilize this as many times as you like. Okay? So I'll see you guys at the first node for the demonstration. So before we start, make sure you have enough high corridors on hand, because trust me, you will burn through these a lot. So again, this is going to be based off a level 100 miner, so I can't help you guys if you're below that. But there are vendors here that will give you gear for anybody who is low level, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to do this one, gathering from limited gathering points. So initiate. So we need at least 25 items within 8 points. And we also need to get at least 1550 for gold. So what I'm going to do is Mountaineer's Gift 1 and 2. Althold's Tidings, and then we're going to gather. The more points, the better. So these won't end until either you get gold, time limit runs out, or the gathering points run out. So a normal gave me 50 points and a boon gave me 100, so that's why it's important to make sure you hit them. Now, some of these will have a different approach that you have to do to actually complete them more efficiently. But that's basically trial and error at that point. So you gotta try out different abilities to see which one meshes what with what. So once you get silver, the gold objective will pop up. So now I need 1700. And because I got gold, the mission is complete even though I had nodes left over. Now you go back to here and do report. Stellar reduction is here as well as the crafting log. So you'll know exactly where to find that. And then the little robot takes your stuff and then you get your reward. So because we had the initiate bonus from the mech op, I got a bonus for that. As you can see here, it was a 10% bonus. So if you have your cosmic tools available, you also get data. Each one will have different data that you guys can get. And you also get your cosmic class points. Basically, it's like the diadem points for your pterodactyl mount. There's a mount for cosmic exploration. It's basically the black skinned mech. So that's basically how this works. Okay? And then you'll get a new set of missions that you guys can do again. Alright, so we're going to go to the next area to do something a little bit more advanced. Alright, so here we are for the next mission. We're going to be doing collectibles this time. So when you're doing the cosmic tools, these missions will give you either 1, 2, or 3, or even 4, depending on which step that you're at. The relic tools are up to 9 steps. Okay, so you want to try to get the ones that give you more than one data selection because you're going to be needing a lot of data. Okay, so let's initiate this. And when you switch classes, make sure to redo sprint. Okay, so we need to hit 100 for the score. So basically, you're going to get as high collectability as possible. So scrutiny, collector's focus, meticulous. We do get a buff to get our attempt saved because that is 2400 in gathering. So we're just going to spam this and pray that 65 works. Unfortunately, that did not. If you want to ultimately save GP, obviously you can just do this. Okay, so we're going to do one solid reason. Didn't get it, so we're just going to gather. So max is going to be 40 each. So we need 130 for silver, which we got. Or almost. We're just about 10 away. Another mech up just spawned. So gather this. And there you go. So basically all we did was do like 4 to 5 and that was it for this mission. And then we collect. And there's your credits. There's your data for your relic. And of course there's your cosmic points as well. So let's do one that does ethereal reduction. So this one here, you usually get 2 sands per, and these do give you a bonus when you're doing ethereal reduction, which is cool. So we're just going to do meticulous without buffing it. And now we're going to do solid reason. Rise to the world proc, so we use it. So that's 2, 4, 6 sands right there. Here's the gathering attempt there. And that's going to be 8. So these ones are not very difficult. Now the only issue with doing these missions is that the running does take time. So if you're on a timed mission, then running definitely makes it a little bit harder. Definitely gives you more anxiety than you really want. And this is going to make 10 sands right here. Now to find ethereal reduction, go to the planet and you'll find it right there, like I showed you earlier. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 2 by default. And there's a bonus, so you can proc on if you like. Alright, so that's basically the ethereal reduction ones in a nutshell, just to show you guys also there's a bonus. They do get harder, but the ones that give you like 8 sands for a bonus really makes a big difference because they'll actually give you more points for these certain objectives. Okay, so now we're going to go into the A rank ones now. Now for one of the worst ones, the chain bonus one. So we need to do as many chains as possible. This one you really gotta be fast. So manually take off the quick gathering. So when you get +2, it's when it starts racking up. So solid reason. Why is the rolled proct? Nice. Gather. Solid reason again. Why is the roll proc? Very nice. So this one's heavy on the RNG. Use the last one. And we got it again. Very nice. So we got 200 for that. So the higher the chain, the more points you'll get. Then when you run out of GP, turn on quick. And that'll do its thing. Also, revisit does not work. Keep that in mind. Triple hook doesn't work. Double hook doesn't work. That would be ultimately cheating, so that's why they made sure that those were disabled. So we need at least 2350 for a star rating. Also, use of your high cordial is also very important. Make sure that thing's off cooldown before you do these types of missions. And this is where basically sprint to the next node becomes a hassle as well. But you just need 1750 for the completion of it. This is why mounts are forbidden, is because you get to the next node faster, which is, in their eyes, cheating, so that's why they disabled it. There's no time to dilly-dally, you gotta run and get there quick. So my quarter's almost up. So take off quick gathering, get the chain going. Didn't happen there. Happened there, very nice. So we're gonna get silver. Now we need 2950 for gold. I don't think we're going to do it because my GP wasn't being very cooperative, and sometimes the Rise of the World is going to make it or break it. So unfortunately, we're not going to make it. Or maybe we did. That +5 really helped right there. Okay, nice. We got it. That was a whopper. So 135 points, 30 for data 1, 50 for data set 4, 55 credits, and 60 Cosmo credits. So very nice. So as you can see, RNG is definitely going to take a factor in here. So basically those are the missions for at least Botanist and Miner. Once I do more for the Crafters and Fisher, I will make a separate video for that as well. Alright guys, so hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, plus more Cosmic Exploration content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck! And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. and the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you ever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.